from Illidan, back again with another guide. I did Beast Mastery when the 5.0 patch came out during Cataclysm. I am now going to be releasing a Beast Mastery and Survival guide for both specs. Nothing's really changed for Beast Mastery, so I'll start there. This is my PvP spec, so my bars are going to be cluttered with PvP nonsense. You're going to want to keep basically the same frame of mind that you had in Cataclysm when it first came out, or 5.0 came out and all your new changes came out. So we're still going to be, you know, you want for PvP or for PvE, you want your Crouching Tiger. Instead of Wyvern Sting now, you're going to definitely want to take Silencing Shot. There's a lot more interrupts in dungeons and raids now that you're going to need to get on top of. Silencing Shot's a good way to interrupt those. Definitely take that. Like I said, this is my PvP spec. You're going to want to spec in an aspect of the Ironhawk for everything PvE. Doing dailies, Spirit Bond isn't a bad idea just because the passive regen is kind of nice. And I really ragged on it in my last guide just because, you know, it wasn't that good back in Dragon Soul, and people weren't doing like 100 dailies every day. Spirit Bond's good for dailies now. You can also use Exhilaration depending on what you want. Ironhawk for everything else. Dire Beast for sure, it's a must. You definitely want to be using Dire Beast. I use Fervor in PvP just because it's ridiculously, I don't have to Cobra, I can just keep spamming Arcane. This is where I went wrong in Kata, and I originally said in my guide that Blink Strike is better. It's not bad, without a doubt, because the cooldown is so short, but Link's Rush is so much damage as BM. Like, I'll give you an example in a second here. You'd never want to be spec'd into Murder of Crows. I find the amount of focus it costs for the amount of damage it does is not worth it. You're blowing over half your focus, especially now after Hunters lost their 2-piece and the double focus regeneration. You're going to want to stay away from that, just because the amount of focus it requires, the amount of time that you would try and spend trying to regain all that focus back. So Link's Rush is the way to go with BM, just because so much damage. Like, I'll show you the burst that BM Hunters can pull off right here. And then the bottom row, Glaive Toss is really the only way to go. Power Shot, too long of a cooldown, too long of a cast. It's like a really bad aim shot in my opinion. There's a reason a Marksman's dead right now, and that's because it does no damage. This is not the way to go. Barrage, good for questing. If you're into huge pulls, Trash in a raid, good example. Take that. Glaive Toss is your way to go for raiding or PvP. So I'm going to quickly show you how the burst of the BM is. It's the same rotation as we had in Kata. Open up with your Serpent Sting, let your pet go in, enrage it, kill command, and then instead of Blink Striking to start, kill command, then Link's Rush. Pop Stampede during the Link's Rush, then a Glaive Toss. This is what this looks like. Yeah. This, just watch here and over here. So we go over here, rage the pet, kill command, Link's Rush, pop Stampede, Glaive Toss. Then we want to hit that again, boom, Link. Like, just the amount of sheer damage going out is stupid. Plus now there's 5 T-Rexes attacking it. As always, like, I'm not using Dire Beast here just because it's my PvP spec, and it's kind of broken because I think I'm actually in PvP gear. I am. The amount of damage you can burst as a BM Hunter is just stupid. This is a low estimate, but I did like 2 million in that time. So it's definitely going to want to take your Link's Rush over your Blink Strike. This is huge, especially when you can pop Readiness and get it off twice. Before you pop your Readiness, though, in any Hunter spec, pop your Rapid Fire, because you get it right back again, and that gives you 30 seconds of 40% increased haste. This is huge. We're going to go to Survival now, just because there isn't really anything else in BM that's a big difference. So we go into Survival. Any pet really that isn't, no, this is not Skull, this is a new pet, so that's kind of neat. You're going to want to spec away from your Murder of Crows. Like I said in my old guide, I said this was good for Survival, this is bad. I stick with Link's Rush for everything. It's so much burst, and it's so nice with a Readiness, especially on fights with multi-dotting and multi-targeting. For instance, Garajal the Spirit Binder, third boss in Mogashan Vaults. You go down to the Spirit Realm and there's a bunch of ads up, you have Link's Rush up, hit it, all the ads are going to take a huge amount of damage. Other than that, the only thing I've really spec'd away from 5.0 was Wyvern Sting for silencing shot, just because you need the interrupts for raid, and I'm rocking glaive toss. Glyphs, for both specs, you really want to keep the same. Instead of disengage, you can use endless wrath for BM, just because it's better, but you want to keep your animal bond and your mark for death. Stampede is preferential. If you want Stampede, you can take it, depending on, you know, your raid comp or whatever. Then we also have marking is just different. The Hunter's Mark just appears different. Like, we really don't have a lot for new Hunter stuff. So, basically that's all it really is. Your rotation of survival is basically the same as it always has been. Start off with your Serpent Sting, Explosive Shot, I Glaive Toss, do Black Arrow, pop my Dire Beast, pop my Rapid Fire, Lynx Rush, then double Explosives because it procced, Cobra, maintain that Serpent Sting, and then Arcane to maintain the DPS, Cobra when you're low, Glaive Toss off cooldown, Explosive, there's a proc. Here's where we want to maintain our focus so it's high coming out of this, so I can spam a couple Arcanes, Black Arrow, and we know Explosives off cooldown, so maintain our focus so we're able to use it. And right there I had a proc, but I didn't have any focus, so what I wanted to do is get my Dire Beast out for that regen. And then basically just maintain your focus at a good level. Popping Explosive. See, right here is a tricky one because I have Glaive Toss first and then Black Arrow. Your Glaive Toss is going to do about 50k a hit. And right there, I canceled. And you can also now stack your explosives. You don't have to put like an Arcane in between like a lot of people were doing in Kata. You can, but it's not, you don't have to. I use, like if I proc lock and load, I do explosive, so my proc's gone, then I Arcane a couple times, then I pop my explosive again. So this way I'm not stacking 3 shots, I'm only stacking 2. Gives me about 2 seconds of the dot on the thing I'm attacking, then I pop the last one and go into my rotation again. So as survival, really nothing's changed. Just maintain your glaive tosses, stampede off cooldown, start of a fight, pop it. As soon as it's off cooldown, hit it again. It's a huge benefit to popping that. Your tanks are going to hate you when you pop it because they taunt. Your pets that you summon with it taunt. It's like Army before you could glyph Army not to taunt, so kind of sucks for that, but that's about it. Nothing else has really changed. If you have any questions, send me a comment. A like and a subscribe is always appreciated. Starting up this new channel with this new guild, so hope you guys enjoyed this and found it, you know, helpful. And if you guys have any questions, drop me a comment, send me a message, hit me up in game. Eldest on Illidan, you can find me. So, yep, happy hunting, guys.